Time now for Utah's most accurate forecast with Alana Brophy, Weather Rate certified 10 years in a row.
Speaking of which, now we're checking in with Chief Meteorologist Alana Brophy.
Yeah, hopefully we're filling up those mountains with this storm, Alana.
Oh, they're going to have fresh pow at Snow Basin. Those first tracks are going to be worth it because we've got snow on the way. Today was a day of transition. We watched as that cloud cover really pushed in by the afternoon. The southerly winds also picked up ahead of that front. Our doTERRA time lapse kind of showing you what we were dealing with today. We've got a lot going on in the weather world. We've got weather warnings posted throughout the Great Basin, including here in Utah. Our wet weather is knocking, and we'll start to fill in as we head into the overnight. This is going to be a statewide snow event, and we're going to break down that lake effect potential and who it will impact. I've also got your snow totals that are expected. That's a big talker. Bryce Canyon this morning had snow with a weak disturbance, and wow, we're going to hit it again as that snow starts to fill in. Right now at Big Cotton Canyon, just a few flurries. They're making snow, so temperatures are cold. There we go. Some natural snow starting to show up, and we know that as we get closer to midnight and after midnight, we're going to see that moisture filling in. That cold front approaching the Beehive State with wet weather, valley rain, mountain snow to start, but we know that we're going to change things up just a little bit. Today we had the warm before the storm, upper 50s for that daytime high. In the last hour, we've watched just some light rain move through Davis and Salt Lake County, some snow up there in the high country in and around Bear Lake as well. This is going to pick up. This is just the appetizer. The main course is on the way, so much so that we get a winter storm warning going into effect at midnight for the mountains. That does include the Wasatch, the Uintas, Central Mountains, Southern Mountains on the eastern side of the state, the La Salles and the Abajos. We know that we're going to get hefty totals in the mountains, and that's what we need. We definitely need the moisture, and we're going to look at about 1 to 2 feet in places like the Cottonwoods. In purple, you see the winter weather advisory, also going into effect 8 a.m. for Salt Lake County through 4 p.m. because that's our window of snow accumulation. But we are going to see a decent amount of snow, generally speaking, for our valleys, 3 to 6 inches. But there are some instances where we're going to see more, and I'm going to show you those kind of so you know what to expect. Let's get through the timing here. We get really pinpoint. We're there for you, showing you when that moisture is going to start to move in. As we head into the early morning hours, valley rain, mountain snow, 3 a.m. Anything below 6,000 feet will be rain, and then we're going to start to see things switch over. Cache Valley will be the first spot. Here we are by 7 a.m. Early morning commuters, you could see some slushy road conditions in northern Utah. That wet weather fills in through the central portion of the state by 7 a.m. We've got rain in central Utah, snow in the mountains, and snow in the north. We do see the switch over in Salt Lake County during the morning hours, and then we've got straight snow in and around Salt Lake. Utah County takes a little longer. We'll get there by the afternoon, but that cold air will make its way there and switch that precipitation over to snow. See how that window of snow stays open through 1 o'clock. Here we are into the afternoon. It's a statewide storm, and we're going to see that band of moisture hold steady. By 5 p.m., the evening commute, we get the possibility of some snow-covered roads. That does include I-15. And you can see exactly why on the model. From southwestern Wyoming all the way down to Cedar City, we see snow turned on. This is 8 p.m., so we know travel impacts will be there. Rain and snow on the eastern side of the state. We eventually watch that moisture push over to the east, but we're not done. We get a reinforcing shot of cold air, and that's what you're seeing right here, lake effect. Let's zoom on in. You can see it come off the lake, impact the possibility of Salt Lake, Davis County, but we know this is going to be a heavier band with that colder air moving over the lake. It sticks around through Friday afternoon, then we dry out, but it's going to be cold, so be ready for some cold conditions. Quick glance, this is when we're expecting that rain to switch to snow earlier in the northern portion of the state by the afternoon in central and southern Utah. How much snow? That's the big question. 2 to 8 inches, wide range for the Wasatch Front because Salt Lake and Tooele County included there, and they're looking closer to the 4 to 8 range. 3 to 6 for valleys in central and southern Utah. Benches will get healthy numbers, 8 to 12 in mountain valleys, and our mountains, how about 1 to 2 feet? I say yes, please. It's our first storm of the season, and it's not going to disappoint. That colder air comes over our relatively warmer lake for Friday morning, and again, this is the area that could see that additional accumulation due to lake effect snow and a compromised Friday morning commute. 30s and 40s for those daytime highs tomorrow. We could hit that high at midnight, and then temperatures drop as that front comes in. 50s in southern Utah, 30s and 40s on the eastern side of the state. Cold enough air that in the early morning hours in St. George, we could maybe see a snowflake or two mix in with the rain in parts of Washington County. Okay, that first storm showing up a little late, but not disappointing. Here's a look at the Wasatch Front. Snow showers possible Friday, drier for the weekend, colder temperatures way below average. Another storm system possible Tuesday and Wednesday. We usually see our first Salt Lake City measurable snow November 7th. We're about a month late, but happy it's arrived. Glenn, Courtney, over to you.
Yeah, we are